Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hello and welcome all you Architects of Fate. Soundcheck is good. We are loaded. We are ready. I am so happy to be with you guys here once again on another Tuesday evening where we are getting ready to play Cyberpunk Red. Specifically, Tales of the Red, the Hope Reborn campaign, a street-level campaign for edgerunners and heroes alike. So happy to have you guys. My name is Chance. I will be your GM for the evening. Twitch is really fuzzy. The camera is really fuzzy tonight and is not clear. But that's okay. It might just be because it's zoomed in. That's probably why. It's just because it's zoomed in. I don't know. But yeah, we are here to tell a good, fun story with you tonight. And helping me tell that story, I've got a great cast and crew that I would like to introduce for you real quick. First off, I want to introduce, as always, Nat, running us behind the scenes, our moderator, our producer, and the guy keeping us going. You can't see him, but he can see you. Thank you very much, Nat. As always, we appreciate you facilitating and letting us be here with you. Thank you very much. I mean that from the heart. After that, I have a cast of characters that will be joining us tonight, with more joining later if we're really lucky and we pray to the Cyberpunk gods. First, in no particular order, I'm just going by the order on the screen that I see, I have Evney playing the part of Batty. Why don't you say hello? Tell us a little about yourself, about your character.
Hello, everybody. My name is Evney, and she's going to be hanging out with Manny.
For Manic?
Short for Manic. This is Manny, who she tripped over and alerted the entire cavern of enemies. And now, out of spite, he has to be a hat. So since she's bald, she found something double sticky and just stuck it to her top of her head. And she's running around with a bloody duck on her head now. Because that's Batty, pretty much in a nutshell.
Next, we have April playing Jazzy, being played by Bill. Why don't you say hello, Bill? Why don't you say hello? Tell us a little about yourself, a little bit about Jazzy.
Jazz hands. I don't know what I'm doing here. I can shoot a gun, but that's about it.
After that, we have Bill, who's playing Meat Cakes. Why don't you say hello? Tell us a little about Meat Cakes.
Meat Cakes. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I can shoot a gun. I can shoot 2 guns.
After that, we have James playing the role of Ghost Toad. Say hello. Tell us about yourself, about your character, please.
Hey, everyone. As you said, I'm James. I'm playing Ghost Toad. Ghost Toad is probably an AI running around in a meat suit and still trying to figure out how things work.
All right. Let me get kind of work on some camera lines here. Everything is fine. We're all happy. I'll move my camera over here. There we go. Now I'm a little off-centered on the screen, but I'm on-centered for the lights from you guys because I want to make certain you have a good show. So Would anybody like to describe the situation we find ourselves in, or do you want me to do it?
You might have to do it because I have to relaunch Roll20 because I can't get my character sheet or the chat now. So can't roll anything.
That's not good.
No. So I'm gonna log out and relog in.
So basically, we had a big shootout, and one of our people still killed half of the other people, and I did nothing.
You opened the door at the end.
I took bullets.
You got shot.
Yeah.
See, you might not have shot lot. He got shot.
Yeah.
I got my arm shot.
Oh, that's right. You got shot lot too.
Yeah.
Got shot lot. That's right.
Yep.
So our party is battered and bruised, winded and wounded. They are bleeding, and they are wondering why the princess appears to be in another castle. As they go through this cavern, where they have been hired by a Militech representative, Veronica Stiles, Major Veronica Stiles, has been hired has hired the party to rescue her daughter, Jez, who has been kidnapped. They don't know by who, but they tracked them down to this bunker in the middle of a sandstorm. And then they come in here, stabbed a bunch of people, shot a bunch more people, got shot by some turrets and some other guns, and then finished them off with one of them saying, "Hey, the girl's farther in." And then they killed that nomad by throwing him against an electrified fence a few times. And then Ghost Toad goes, "Why don't I just turn the electric fence off?" No, boop, it's off. And so here they are. Ladies and gentlemen, the party goes from this cave here. If we can pull up Roll20 screen, moderator, Nat, please. If we can pull up the Roll20, I'm going to throw some art around.
I can't do anything here. This is great.
All right. So this is the cave where they had a whole bunch of shooting at. Boom, boom, bang, bang, lots death, ouch, hurt. And then they finished off the nomads that were in here, and they walked inside from a battered rock cavern into an ancient and a decrepit, well-blown up Arasaka hidden secret bunker, which looks a little bit more like one of these photos. If you could scroll up and then scroll down a little bit on the Roll20 for me, please. Here is a couple of images I put together to kind of show what it might look like in here. It's not a one-for-one representation because I'm not that good at using AI to make pictures, but AI helps me make a lot of fun pictures quick, and it's the best that I could do. Hey, I do appreciate that. But now, the party finds themselves here in the Nomad Cave, and you are going to have to scroll all the way to the right, where there is a door to the right. He gone.
Yeah, I have no...
There is a door. What was the button that I pushed to center the map? There we go. If I control click, it centers the map. Yeah, I can control click and center everybody's map.
Nice.
So over here, there is this big door that used to be... I just moved the map again. Sorry, Nat. That used to be electrified. And now the party, or what is here of the party at least, is staring at that door, wondering if they should continue deeper, where they have been told... Oh, my camera. I need to zoom my camera out. Half my face is being cut off here on the stream, but that's okay. I just look up and I see like the wrong side of my face. There we go. That'll do for now. I mean, when I've got this much beard and this much mohawk, it's a balancing act here.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I have no character sheet and no chat, so...
Well, we're going to need to fix that. Don't you have like 7 monitors now? Weird. All right. So party.
I can see the map.
Well, that's good. Do you need me to come over there and help you figure out why you can't get your character sheet?
It's just
have you tried launching it on Edge instead of Chrome, or vice versa?
Let's try. I've never had an issue with that, but I'll try it on Edge and see what happens.
It's worth a try.
I can see the map. It's just as soon as I click on the click off of the chat, like the roll log or the chat log,
Mhm.
it's my character sheet. I click on the character sheet, and it just says the endless little D20 load screen, and then I click back over to the chat, and it's just a white screen.
That doesn't sound good.
So
Kind of important that we have those sheets.
You've been edge-runned.
Yeah, somebody net runned and hacked on you.
that's exactly what it is.
Because you didn't get me any green jello.
It was the DJ
Oh.
Reaper.
It,
You know what?
it was the AI in a meat suit. He did it.
He did it.
He did it.
So party. There is one more person here. I don't know. There is one more person here. Arnold is here, and he is. Oh wait, why did I move that one? I have an actual Arnold. And he is battered and bloody and bruised himself, having lost almost 70% of his hit points himself.
Anybody can heal him up. That'd be great.
Healing works a little bit different in Cyberpunk, and if we had the white whale, he actually has taken role ranks in medtech. He would be able to heal people up, but unfortunately, he's not here. So if we need him, I will run for him if we need him, but otherwise, him and Troubleshooter are just kind of hanging in the back. There are inhalers and things, though, that can give hit points. Might be good for you guys to start investing in some of those in the future. Consumable healing items and all that.
I still assume the green jello heals me.
Speed heal, glowing, even if there has been... Let me see what speed heal... Thought there was healing items, health monitor, stabilization and healing, hypo. I know there was a speed heal.
So I can get my character sheet up, but I cannot see the roles or chat. So if I got my character sheet up, but that's it.
Well, that's a start at least. So, this is the party where you kind of, step in and do your thing.
Nice place you got here.
Uh-huh.
I like what they did with the place.
Where
Use a few
is...
more booms.
Rolling blind, exactly not. I'm just gonna have to trust that the rolls happened the way they say they do. I suppose.
Don't worry, I'll lie for you.
That.
I'll read the screen and lie for you. It's okay.
I appreciate that.
All right. Now that we're all up at this door, the door is no longer electrified. It is no longer locked. The Netrunner has unlocked and unelectrified it. The Netrunner has unlocked and unelectrified this door.
All right, so now it's just opening it up, right? So, everybody ready?
Let's go.
Got full magazines in?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Smoke them if you got them.
Let's
Smoke
see.
'em.
Let me make sure I've reloaded everything that needs to be reloaded, and yeah.
Arnold wraps some cloth bandages around his multiple merely of flesh wounds.
Oh, I can give him first aid.
He doesn't need first aid. He's Arnold. He just has flesh wounds. A lot of flesh wounds.
Betty wasn't paying attention to him. All she saw was that there was blood that matched Manny and asked if he needed assistance.
But Arnold is not going to go deeper. I have done what I came here to do, and that was to kill that nomad captain.
Betty
I
grabs
wish you luck in your endeavors.
takes it at him and puts it back on her head.
Why were you
Try not
here
to die.
kill the Chief.
I'll try not to.
As a parting gift, what is this speed heal thing that the white whale has? Speed. I don't know what that item is that he has. I feel like it's a real item. MGM, hello, friend. Let me check this inventory list again. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to check this inventory list. DLCs and then where is it at? It's the night market index. That's the word. Night market index. And then cyberware, fashion, entertainments, weapons, ammo, and attachments. Is that where it's at? Medium pistols, heavy pistols, SMGs. Where is it? Because he had a healing item. I just don't remember what it did. Ammunition? No, not ammunition. Weapon attachment. So it's not an armor. Let's check down in gear. General gear. There we go. General gear. I don't see it in general gear either. So, oh well, I guess that just doesn't exist then. Pharmaceuticals. Here we go. Cyberpunk Red, page 150. I found it. It's in pharmaceutical section. Who would have guessed?
3 hours.
Page 150. Medical tech, surgery, antibiotic, rest, speed heal. When injected with a dose of speed heal, a target who is not mortally wounded immediately heals an amount of HP equal to their body plus will. A person can only benefit from one use of speed heal per day. Who all is injured and by how much?
Half my life.
I think I'm still injured, but I'm not exactly sure how badly. Hold on 1 second.
Well, I kind of need to know that.
Yeah. Oh, working on it.
15 points over here.
15 left or 15 injured?
Yes.
Yes.
You've only got a max hit points of 30?
According to my sheet.
Okay. Arnold, on his way out, tosses the two of you a pair of speed heals.
Okay.
He tosses you a pair of syringes with a big green plus on it and a made in Kazakhstan.
I half trust this. Okay.
Does this look like anything I recognize?
No.
It's all right. We're going to get through this together, kid. On the count of 3. 1, 2. I was just kidding. Oh.
Where do I stick it?
You stick it either in the arm or the ass. Put it into the meat.
I know what an arm is. Daddy, what's an ass?
It's not.
It's where you poop from.
I don't want to stick it in there.
Put it in the meat.
In the meat. In the meat.
And
That's
the
all right. I'm
cheek.
going in the arm.
You put it in the
Stick
cheek.
it in the arm.
Stick it in your butt cheek.
Both of you heal for your body plus will stats, whatever that is. So your body stat plus your will stat, you heal for that amount. And Arnold leaves. And now you step through the door. You step through the door. I showed this image before, but you know what? I'm doing it again because I can.
We like this
Let's see if this
It's
works.
a good image.
There, it worked. Yay! As you step through the no longer electrified doorway into a long, dark passage, debris lies scattered on the floor. Ominous colored stains and decade-old bullet casings imply what happened to the previous occupants. Arasaka's black and red color patterns faded with time and damage line the walls. This passage appears to be an entry tunnel to a deeper complex. A large window and doorway on the left wall lead to some sort of in-processing or maybe security room. Dim emergency lights and flickering construction lamps with cables running into modified outlets are the only signs that people have been in here since the Fourth Corporate War. Now, I am going to move you to the map. You might see a lot of black because it's a big map, so I'm just going to move the camera for you. Maybe I'm going to move the camera for you. Did it work?
Nope, still black.
I thought if I control-clicked, it centered the camera.
Nope. It's
On your screen.
On the left-hand side. I got to zoom
The
all
center
the way
of that map is black.
In my Lord of the Rings session, Rowdy Rob was centering the camera every time he clicked. I don't know how he did that.
Because his map was smaller. When you center this
No,
right now,
he
it's
would
black.
click his map and it would center all of our maps.
That one I do.
I don't know how he was doing that. I thought it was control clicking. I must be mistaken. I could probably Google it, or maybe somebody else could Google it for me real quick. But While we are doing that, please drag your tokens out onto the map on the leftern 6 tiles. And I mean the black, I mean anywhere.
If I do that, hold on.
Draw a
I might
rectangle.
lose my character sheet. Give me 1 second.
In that blue rectangle, drop one and please drag your token. And out of curiosity, let me see if I can do double click. Why is it not letting me double click it? Because it's not an NPC. But what if I want to edit it? Edit it. I can't. That's unfortunate.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna try to modify some shit here.
And then I will drag out, no, not meat cakes, the white whale and troubleshooter here in the back.
I think I'm there.
You are there. Yep.
Right.
And there are reasons I am doing this the way that I am. Would you? Oh, I need to do this. And then edit.
Oh, you know what? Now that my character is out on the screen, I can now center.
Okay. Would you drag out Jazzy as well? Cheap viewers.
The
Cheap
feeder
viewers. Oh my gosh. Let me gift. Nope, I don't want to gift a sub. I want to block
See, I don't even see that on mine.
and report. It's because I'm a mod.
Uh-huh.
Spam bots. Spam. Spam. Nope, wrong button. Spam botting. Submit report. Close. No, I don't want to monitor. I just want them to be
I
gone.
agree.
Okay.
Spam, meat in a can.
Spam as a meat in a can. Okay. All right, let me move you guys to here. Okay. Everybody's on the map now.
Yay!
The last two, they're standing in the door. We are on the map now. So, once again, dim emergency lights and flickering construction lamps with cables running into modified outlets are the only signs that people have been in here since the Fourth Corporate War. So here we are, and we are going to be pretty particular on positioning, map positioning, movement, not necessarily like turn-based movement, but I just want to make certain that we are staying very aware of where everybody is positioned at any particular time, and for obviously no particular reason.
You want us to do what? Initiative?
No, we're not in combat. I'm just trying to make certain that everybody, that we're tracking very carefully where everybody is as we move forward.
I'm just wandering forward, just waiting for somebody to direct me in the direction that we need to go.
I was going.
She's having a conversation with Manny.
I'm pointing at the door that goes to the room that you think might be security. Like maybe we should get in there.
Is that a window?
So this first two tiles is like a large window. You ever go into those like security rooms where there's like a big window and then maybe a locked door into the security room?
Okay.
Yeah. Like the in-processing station. It's a security room.
So I want to go over to that window and look in.
Okay.
Can you do it sneakily and stealthily, like just kind of?
And before we move anybody, and Ghost Toad, is there anything in particular that you are doing?
I'm definitely looking for an access point.
Okay. Are you looking for anything else either by at the same time?
Wink, wink.
I feel like I'm supposed to say yes, but I don't know what it is.
I mean, looking for things would be an observation check. So roll me an observation check as you look for an access point.
Okay. Let me find it.
Can I roll an observation?
You already told me what you're doing, and it did not include looking around for anything.
No.
I'm trying to help you guys here.
I know. Somehow I feel like I'm going to lose a hand for this.
Or maybe just a little toasting. A light suntan.
What is that under? Which skill set?
Observation? Or is it observation or perception? I thought it was observation.
It's perception.
Okay, well, I wrote it down wrong.
Oh,
I don't
only
believe there is
perception.
an observation.
It's awareness and perception.
Okay.
I wrote down observation. It's perception. So let me, just to make sure I don't make that mistake again. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, and you roll. Ooh, good. You rolled an 18. Good to do that. As you start looking around for an access point, you notice some things and quickly put your hand out to prevent anybody from passing you. The first thing that you notice is indeed, let me go to this token.
He's just going to smack his hand and just look at it and actually become aware of where she's at.
Through the security window, you actually do see an access point in that security room that appears to be active. A DC 13 reveals that access point. A DC 13 also reveals that you notice signs of the travel of one or more people, with potentially somebody being dragged, and the prints appear to stop at random times, but also show the line of a body being dragged and or interacted with during that period of time, which made you suspicious. Why would this person be stopping randomly in the hallway? A DC 15 perception check reveals an observation camera that you otherwise would have missed, a hidden observation camera tucked into the corner of the ceiling. Now, mind you, there's a reason you couldn't really tell. These ceiling panels are busted out. Some of them are there, some of them aren't there. There's cables hanging down. It's dark, it's flickery. It's hard to see in here. A DC 17 perception check, however, reveals that one of those ceiling tiles isn't a tile at all, but appears to be an emplacement where a potential automated turret might drop out of the ceiling. And a DC 18 reveals that the floor just after where that person randomly stopped, again, it's a good thing you rolled an 18. The flooring in this hallway directly in front of that security room appears to have some sort of strange material on the flooring, and the debris, what looked haphazard before, looks instead like it was intentionally strewn about upon it.
I relay all of this in a very monotonous voice.
Traps!
Oh, thank you.
No, I said it is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dungeon Crawl.
Do we, with that perception check, is there any, I'm going to sneeze. Do you see any way to disable said trap or like disarm it?
So typically speaking, there's three ways to get past traps and things like this. One, you destroy them. You attack them, you explode them, you burn them, you acidize them, you destroy them. Two, you use basic electronic tech / security check. And after you use that electronic security check, and it's your traditional hacking into things, routing wires and whatever. Or three, if they are being ran by some sort of demon or AI, you do a net run. There's an access point. You pop into the net architecture and try to get to the control node that is controlling this, because something has to be turning these things on and off. There has to be a trigger of some sort. And you're pretty certain if you walked into that area on the floor, that would be the trigger to turn on the traps.
Tony, you're up.
Yep.
So you can do an electronic security check, or you can net run into the access point from one tile farther forward without triggering it.
I'm pretty sure everything's about to get triggered. I have all of my faith in you, Tony.
If you move to this tile here, you can just barely see the access point from close enough to trigger it. Technically, you're only supposed to be able to trigger an access point from 6 meters, I think it is. and this
Yeah.
is 10, but I'm going to say it's 10. I'm going to allow, you know what? We're just going to say the access point is actually right here. Good enough. I moved the access point.
Okay.
Because the person that set this up would need a way to get past it as well.
Dungeon fuckery.
So I will do the access point because that's what I do.
All right. You are going to net run the access point. Very well. You see Ghost Toad pull out his virtuality goggles. And he starts scanning through the access point. The first thing that you encounter, the very first floor of the net architecture, is a password.
All right, so do I not use Pathfinder first?
So very first logging in, right? Floor 1, you always go to floor 1.
Okay.
Yeah. You always go to floor 1. That's where you jack in. You jack into floor 1. You are sitting at floor 1. Floor 1 is password floor. It's the opening.
Okay. So I need.
And Pathfinder also only tells you to the first obstruction, which is usually a password, which is floor 1 here.
Right, I'm trying to figure out how to actually. Oh, use backdoor. Okay. So I want to use backdoor.
Mm-hmm.
And is that's just the roll interface?
Roll interface, yep. And you should have a +4 to your interface because your interface rank 4. A 7. That doesn't seem like a whole lot, but this is a basic password. Its difficulty value is only 6. So, and Cyberpunk Red is a beat it to beat it, not a meet it to beat it. So in order to beat a difficulty value 6, you have to roll at least a 7. You'll roll a 7. Boom. You have now defeated the password. I have not advanced your floor, but you hacked the password. You are sitting on floor 1.
Okay, so now I want to use Pathfinder again to see past the blockage.
Good call. That is a very good thing to do. Pathfinder. You can see into the architecture a number of floors equal to your check. So that use a not action to the higher your roll. Okay. So roll me your interface action once again. Whoa, that is a critical success. All right. So what generally happens is you can see as many floors as you make the check by or up to the first obstruction. So what you can tell as you are looking through this, the higher roll, the more you learn. This tells you what is in a net, but not the difficulty value. Okay, you can see into the architecture. So first thing you note is there is a control node at floor 2. Floor 3 is a password, but because of your critical success, I'm going to say this was wired in a hurry, and while you can't actually get to those floors without getting past the password, I am going to allow you to see the full architecture of that, because that was a 16, right? You critically succeeded that roll. I'm going to show you the architecture of this of this structure.
Okay. So, camera.
And how prepared am I to have built this architecture? I built .NET.
Right up there. Just out of curiosity. Jeez. Just out of curiosity, on his interface, because I got my chat up somehow.
Uh-huh.
Why does his interface have a +0, but his... does he not?
So he has interface rank 4, and any of the net rolls are 1d10 plus your interface rank. But you could have equipment or software that could give you bonuses.
That's what I call it.
The plus zero is just he just has no modifier for the interface.
Right. He also hasn't activated any of his software.
Gotcha.
Or cyberware, for that matter, because I think he's got some cool cyberware, too.
Or just curious.
Do I have cool cyberware?
I don't know, but this is the net architecture, so if you want to do something about it, this is what you're going to have to get through.
Right. So definitely activating sword.
Sword is an attack. You don't preemptively activate sword.
I can't preemptively. Okay.
Yeah, sword is just your attack, right? That is what you attack with.
So try a defense. Do you have a shield?
I have armor.
Yeah, I'd do that one.
I can't remember what worm does.
Page 203, or you can just go to the fourth tab over, the compendium tab, and just type it in. But I can also tell you your defenders, your armor lowers all brain damage you would receive by 4 as long as this program remains rezzed. Only one copy can be running at a time. Each copy of this program can only be used once per net run.
So, okay, so worm increases all backdoor checks I make by +2 as long as it remains rezzed.
Worm increases all backdoor checks by 2. Yes.
Okay, so I will actually. I don't think armor did what I thought it did either. Let me look that up.
So, if you slide to the next floor, you can disable the camera. But you can't disable the traps unless you get through the next password and the black ice.
Right. Well, yeah. So I see the black ice. I want to prep for the password and for the ice.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't prep the sword, so I want to make sure my armor does something. Here we go. Programs, armor. Lowers all brain damage you would receive by 4 as long as this program remains res.
Yep. And the black ice here is Killer. Killer is an anti-program black ice. Now, what Killer does is deletes your software. It doesn't derez it. It deletes it if it defeats it. Meaning you lose it entirely from your deck.
Okay.
It's not a brain killer. It's a software killer.
Okay. Well, in that case, well, it can still attack me, though, right?
It deals damage to a program. Typically, an anti-software black ice is also matched with an anti-personnel black ice. Typically, you'll see the two of them together. One does one, one does the other.
Right.
That is not the case here, which you know is anomalous. This person, whoever designed this, had their reasons to do it. Maybe they didn't have the money to do it. Maybe they didn't have the resource to do it. Maybe they're just trying to lull you in a false sense of security. Maybe they're just trying to wear you down over time, having a lot of individual traps. Black ass.
Okay. I will go ahead and go down to floor 2.
Okay, you are on the control node for the camera. You slide one floor.
I'll go ahead and look through the cameras and see if...
It is the camera in front of you that you have detected.
Oh, okay.
It's staring right at you. You also know that this camera is sending data to a repository somewhere else. Somebody else is or could be looking at this camera feed right now.
So I could
Possibly
shut it off?
whoever built it. You can shut it off for sure.
Let's do that.
Okay,
Pretty sure
you shut
Bag
off the
turned off
camera.
camera since Toady pointed it out.
You turn the camera off. Bloop, it's off.
Okay. With that done, is there anything else on this floor that I mean, I know that there's nothing on the thing.
This floor is the control node for the camera. In order to
That's
go
it, okay.
deeper, you'll need to break a password.
Let's go ahead and try to break that password.
All right, you slide to floor number 3. Password, difficulty value 8. Did you activate your worm?
Yeah.
Okay, then are you going to crack this password?
Yes.
All right, roll me your interface roll plus 2. That would be a 9. A 9 beats the difficulty value of 8. You have cracked the password. You can now proceed further. If you proceed to the next floor, you will be attacked by black ice.
Okay, which will probably destroy my worm.
If it attacks and succeeds, it can destroy any of your applications, any of your activated applications. That being said, you have the slide action. Slide is how you would flee from black ice.
So I have to go down to the floor and then let it attack and then slide.
So theoretically, what you could do is go to the next floor, hope that your initiative is first, and as your action, take the slide action and hope that you succeed the slide action. If both of those things happen, you move past it basically unnoticed. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in combat with it.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll attempt to slide past it.
Okay. Well, in that case, how to read the table. Encountering and using black ice. It is interface plus any speed bonuses you have plus 1d10 versus the black ice speed plus 1d10. In this case, we are then rolling an initiative, which is, unless you have something that gives you a bonus to speed in architecture, your interface skill.
Okay.
And the killer's speed bonus is, yeah. I'm sorry. It literally can't lose. It has a plus 8. Killer's a fast one. So you did not win the initiative battle, which means it gets to go first. It has an attack roll of plus 6. It is attack versus the defense of. So what skills do you have? Which ones do you have active? Worm is the only one that's active right now, right?
Worm is the only one that's active right now.
And it has a defense of 0 and a res of 7. So roll 1d10 plus 6. And if you would roll me a die 10 plus 0.
Is that R slash?
Slash R.
Slash R.
Yep. Because Worm has a defense of 0.
Well, he's doing all that.
Right.
Can I do
Roll.
first aid on myself? Or do I try to get some health back?
Do what?
While he's doing all that, can I roll first aid, see if I can get some health back?
I didn't know you were injured.
Yeah, I'm 32 of 40.
Okay.
Apparently.
Arnold threw you a speed hypo as well.
Oh, okay. Never
Body
mind.
plus will.
Body plus will. All right.
And it does 4d6 damage to a program, which is 14, which unfortunately for you does enough damage to de-res your worm. Not only does it de-res your worm, it just deleted your worm entirely from your deck. Please delete worm.
Poor Wormy.
But that does bring it to you, and with an interface ability of 4, you have 3 net actions.
I'm trying to find my.
Your options are to attack it, sword, 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 if you've got 3 swords. It doesn't have that many hit points. Because you're a net runner, if you wanted to look up the stats of the killer, I'm okay with this. I don't care. You know what the software is. You recognize it. It's off-the-shelf software.
Or I can just slide away attempt to slide away
So
from it, right?
yes, you can attempt to slide away, or you could maybe attempt to kill. I mean, if you slide away, that's one of your actions. You get 3. You could still attempt to kill it with the other 2. Killing it with 3 is also an option. It's your option to flee it or fight it.
Yeah,
Fighting this isn't the toughest software.
Right. So better to save the swords for later. I'll just try to slide past.
Remember, your swords. You can use your sword. Each individual software of sword you can use once per turn. They don't go away when you use them, but you can only use them once per turn. So if you've got 3 swords in your cyber deck, you can attack with sword 1, sword 2, sword 3 this turn. All 3, but they don't go away when you use them. I'll take Ashwords for 400 Trebek. That's swords. That's not what your mother said.
How
many swords do you have in your deck?
3.
Okay, so you could use all 3 of your turns to use sword, or you can attempt to slide, and if you fail, have 2 swords to attack with, because you've got 3 actions. Next turn, if you still happen to be here, you would have all 3 swords again. They don't go away.
Yeah, let's just try to slide past it since it's
All
done
right.
what it's going to do.
But it's going to try again next turn if you fail.
Right, but there's nothing for it to do anymore.
That's true. So roll your interface ability. In this case, you have a +4. It has a +4. We'll see who rolls better. It rolled a 5. Tied for 9. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. You slide past the Black Eyes Killer. Tie goes to the heroes. I have declared it. And you have now confused it and left it in the dust, the digital dust, if you will. And you are sitting at the control node for the turret and the Tanglefoot.
Let's turn them off.
Click. You disabled the traps.
Oh my goodness.
And I will go ahead. What is it called?
Jack out.
Cloaking.
Cloaking. Okay. The Pathfinder DV for another Netrunner. Okay. Roll your cloak ability.
Is that
I mean,
still...
it is good practice to do cloak. I'm going to say in this case, storyline, in this situation, it doesn't make much difference, but this is best practice to do. I approve of your action. So go ahead and roll for your cloaking ability, please. And that would just be, again, your interface roll.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Wow, I am rolling a lot of 9s.
All right. Well, the difficulty for somebody to detect your action is an interface roll of 9. But Ghost Toad goes, okay, guys, I got this. He takes his his virtuality goggles off and says, I disabled the traps. Who wants to go first?
I got some straws. Want to pick the shortest one? Anybody?
Batty grabs Ducky and just kind of tosses him forward.
Poor Manny.
Manny bounces on the ground.
Trust?
Nothing pops up to blow Manny up as you toss him onto the ground in front
He
of you.
just shrugs, walks over, grabs him, sticks him back on her head.
But was that a no trust?
To
No.
verify.
It was a verify. Yeah. Let's look
It
at
was a
that.
no trust.
Trust to verify.
Okay, party. You can move yourselves along this hallway roughly halfway. You can go into the security room. You can do whatever you want to do. Just don't pass the roughly halfway mark.
Can Batty just see if there's anything that anybody missed in here?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Skills. Perception.
As I ask,
She's distracted by Manny. So she's just going to leave.
I ask Ghost Toad, is there any way to backtrack to find out where or if anybody was looking through that camera?
I turned that off. They were looking.
They were looking.
They
You
were
know
looking.
Somebody was looking.
They
I know
could
they were.
be looking. The camera feed is definitely going somewhere else. If somebody is staring at it or not, you're not sure, but it is definitely going somewhere else, so they could be staring at it.
Which means we could be compromised. We don't know.
I mean, considering there was already an explosive firefight with grenades and everything like 10 seconds ago, you can pretty well assume anybody that's here knows you're here.
All right. Is there anything else in here of any worth? I know.
Well, Batty investigates the security room. She looks around. She pulls some debris up and down and finds. She looks at.
She just starts throwing shit around. Like that's and then she left.
Batty doesn't find anything in the security room.
Jazzy's going to decide to look too.
Somebody should trust but verify. Yes.
Jazzy doesn't trust that Batty knows what to look for because Batty's kind of crazy. So Jazz decides to look inside the security room as well to see if there is anything to be found. Please roll me a perception.
Good
Perception,
call.
which is in awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Perception of 12.
An 18. Well, she doesn't really find a whole lot either. She does find a small box with some assault rifle rounds. It has 16 assault rifle rounds in it.
16 assault rifle rounds.
So you know what's really funny? Like not so much haha, but funny. Aw. Jazzy and I have the same perception score. And I crit failed and I rolled a 12 and somehow still crit failed. So yeah.
All right. So the party moves forward up the hallway.
She doesn't have any use for those, so she's going to toss them to meat cakes.
Sounds good to me. 16 assault rifle rounds to meat cakes.
Loading, loading, loading. Constantly loading. There we go. All right. Ammunition.
And the party walks forward along the hallway.
Maddie stopped right here because her creepy senses were tingling.
Her creepy senses.
That's just me behind you.
Doesn't mean that she's not going to stop because her creepy senses were tingling.
Why can't meat cakes? Meat cakes. He is a non-walking fool.
So
just have to be there. He's behind.
So Batty's in the lead.
Batty's in the lead. Somehow.
Jazzy, just walking down the hallway.
Yeah, Jazzy got behind Batty, and Meatcakes is behind Jazzy.
Everybody is looking to Batty for her imminent leadership abilities.
Batty's gonna go, wait a minute, and turn around and climb up the wall and grab that camera and stick it in her pocket.
The camera is like attached into the ceiling. You would have to
she's literally
decouple and attack it. Huh?
She's literally just like hanging from it.
Yeah, it's sturdy enough to hang from. If you did a basic tech check, I would allow you to take the camera with you if you did a basic tech.
She just wanted to yank it off the ceiling and stick it in her pocket.
Okay.
I see her hanging from there, and I decide to help her out.
Basic tech.
Okay.
The difficulty value was a 13, and it is a beat it, so you needed a 14 or higher. Unfortunately, as you're just hanging there, this thing is like bolted in. It's not moving anywhere.
Can she pull herself up, look through the rest of the ceiling? See if there's anything up there?
It's cables and tubes and wiring and pipes.
Can she climb up there?
It would not hold you. It wouldn't support your weight.
It's like a drop ceiling. It's like a drop ceiling, but the camera itself is probably hanging.
Not helping me, Cake.
I know.
That's exactly what it is. It's a drop ceiling.
I figured it was, which is why she looked.
I have a lot of experience with drop ceilings.
So behind me or behind us in that ceiling, is that a gun that was trapped?
You see a reinforced, armored, long, cylindrical tube coming down from the ceiling.
Can I yank that?
No, there is no top or bottom that you can see. If this is not activated, what you can tell is there's like, think of a pipe about this big.
Okay.
And it is
Like-
attached to the ceiling,
Like Mario style?
and it comes down to the drop ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And if it's activated, it opens up, and coming out of that would be a turret of some sort.
So I'm guessing if I kicked it hard enough, I wouldn't be able to get the gun out.
You can kick it all you want.
No, okay. Stupid cameras bolted to the stupid ceiling, and there's a stupid gun and a stupid tube. I'm going this way.
Must have been built by Germans. Way over
She
engineered.
just like sticks her tongue out at the camera like, meh.
Well, remind you, this is an Arasaka Bunker. They are the Japanese cyber tech ninja people. Arasaka is the Japanese cyber tech ninja people.
Can
They
we
literally
see-
have ninjas.
can we
Cyber
try to
tech
see if there's
ninjas.
anything else in this hallway right here in our general vicinity?
I mean, you tell me.
I'm not going to start clicking buttons. You yell at us when we do that.
Roll a perception check. I mean, I just need you to tell me when you want to look for things.
I rolled a 19.
With a 19, as you're looking up and down the hallway, you don't notice anything else between you and the doorway.
What doorway?
The doorway at the end of the hallway. Am I cut off early? I am cut off a little early. Okay, let me reveal. Hide, reveal area, reveal that. There we go. Sorry, I was a tenth of an inch too shy.
So I see nothing in the hallway.
You see nothing of note in the hallway. There's debris. There is ominously colored stains. There's bullet holes. There's junk.
Can I just like start grabbing random junk that looks semi-safe and not give me 10 and start chucking it down the hallway, see if anything activates?
Absolutely. You start taking heavy junk and tossing it in front of you. Every 5 feet, you toss something in front of you. It's pretty slow going as the rest of the party is watching Batty. Batty just grabs a ceiling tile with some cables that are attached to it and tosses it a few feet in front of her. Waits a second. Walks a few feet forward, picks up the ceiling tile with the cables attached to it, tosses it in front of her.
Pick up the
Waits a
ceiling
few
tile.
seconds.
Look at that jellyfish.
Walks a few feet forward, grabs the ceiling tile with the cables attached to it, tosses it in front of her. Waits a few seconds.
While she's doing that, what do I see on the door? Is it
On the door, you see a big Arasaka logo. And to bring you back to the party ribbon here, you can see that Arasaka logo of the 3 lines, the kind of like the tree looking thing, the circle with the 3 dots and the 3 lines in there.
Betty goes, look, broccoli.
That logo is on the front of the door, painted in black and red, blood red.
blood red?
Just like that. It's actually that door that you see on this picture here, this lower image, this kind of big bulkhead door looking thing. That's exactly what it looks like.
Any way to open it? Access points?
Betty just yells, Tony!
The keymaster.
Yeah. Are there? Can I search for access points?
Perception check, please.
15.
Well, you didn't say it. He was searching. A 15 perception check. There is no access point here, but you do find the hidden button tucked into some of this debris on the side of the wall behind a busted up panel that appears to be the open door please button.
I push it.
He pushes the open door please button. The large security door begrudgingly opens, the screech echoing loudly through the complex. On the
just
far
like flattens herself on the ground and like
On the far side of the door, you find a dark octagonal room with some tables and some rotted out couches. Doors are positioned on each of the 8 walls like clockwork, except for the very far wall directly across, which is a large window overlooking some sort of decrepit server room that fades quickly into darkness. Nothing moves, even your own heartbeat.
Sorry.
Nothing moves. Even your own heartbeats seem to be paused at the unexpected sight of something so mundane as...
And the jellyfish ceiling tile goes sailing into the room.
I hadn't finished yet. Something so mundane as a company break room.
Oh no.
Here is an image. And now give me a moment to do the reveal mask.
I'm already tired and I need coffee.
Polygon.
The jellyfish ceiling tile just lands on the conference table in the middle.
You be kicking that thing all the way through here?
Maybe Manny wanted a friend.
So jellyfish ceiling tile is the new friend.
I mean, if I'm going to anthropomorphize something, why not a ceiling tile that looks like a jellyfish?
Okay.
All right. Do you see that image that I provided?
I do.
That's kind of what it looks like. And also, while we're at it, do you see the 8-shaped room? Did I reveal it properly?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Like a lounge.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing things properly because I'm not very good at this. You're muted.
Ironically, it's shaped like a stop sign. What?
And you look in, and it's it kind of just looks like an old break room. Some tables. Beat up couch. It's rotted out for 40 years. You went straight for the table?
I'm standing on the table.
As you begin to walk forward, Batty takes 3 steps into the room before lighting up like she has just been electrified because she did.
Not the first time. Won't be the last.
The electrical flooring trap on the floor. This is a grid wired into a standard floor, which when triggered, delivers a shocking 6d6 damage to the target's body. Reduced by armor, but it doesn't ablate. Target is shocked again at the end of their next turn and each of their additional turns until they get off the flooring. So, how much armor do you have left?
I have here. I'm trying to figure out where my freaking armor jack is here. Combat, probably. Yep. I have 10 of 11. Well, because we have the hat and the chest, so I don't know how
Just
to
the chest armor only matters unless there was a called shot to the head.
Gotcha. 10 of 11 armor.
Wow, you are lucky. I rolled 6d6. There was a 1, a 1, a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So you are electrified for 5 damage, and I already pulled out your armor on it. It was 15, so minus 10. You take 5 electrified damage straight to your hit points as you start walking on an electrified floor pattern.
Can I jump from here?
And now she really does jump on top of the table.
You said 3 steps. That's not covering the first 3 steps right there. There was an empty space right there.
Yeah, and you said you went all the way to the table.
I did. I like how you verified that too.
I was being nice.
Is there a way for me to disable that?
But he just starts throwing chairs onto the tile to see when the sparks stop happening.
It'd be a similar process, either an electronics/security tech check, or you can find whatever access point is controlling it and hack into its net architecture.
For this, if I can get to it, I would like to do you say electronic security?
Yep. A 14. Good, because the difficulty value was 13. It takes you about a minute to find where the connectors are all along the floor piece, and you are relatively quickly able to disconnect the floor from the power supplies, thus nullifying the electric grid here on the front end of the room.
Once I get done, I step on the plate just to show everyone it's fine.
Bravely did he step on the plate to show everybody that it's fine.
I was just throwing chairs in all the other doorways to see if anything starts sparking.
Nothing else seems to be sparking.
Can she make the jump? Nope, she's going to move this chair and she's going to scoot the chair over, stand on the chair, and then step over to the other table over here.
Batty starts playing The Floor is Lava in order to get to the other table.
Yep.
All right. Meatcake stands at the doorway that we came out of, taking cover behind the wall, at the corner there, and basically he's going to cover whoever goes out of the room. So if Ghost Toad needs to go out and undo another trap or something, I'm got him covered, and Batty, of course, too. Jazzy stays smartly behind me.
I don't have a whole lot of options, so I'm just going to take this and rotate it here. I never did add these before, so we'll just do this now. And rotate. There we go. There's some couches. Too big.
Can Betty see anything out that window there?
The window to the east is what I described. The window on, let's see where we go. Doors are positioned on each of the walls like clockwork, except the far wall directly across from the entrance, which is a large window overlooking some sort of decrepit server room that fades quickly into darkness.
And I would like to go in the server room.
You can see that in the image as well.
Can I shoot the window out? I'm
Sure.
just kidding. I don't want to do that. It would alert people to our presence.
It would be very loud, yes.
And I don't want to be deaf. I already took damage from the floor.
So throw the ceiling tile at it.
The ceiling tile is currently draped. The cables are draped over her shoulders. She's wearing it like a backpack.
There are 7 doors in this room.
I'm searching the window or what have you in order to get into that server room.
Well, you don't necessarily see an entrance directly into that server room, but maybe there is an entrance. You don't see an entrance to the server room from where you are without going through the window. But
can Betty get into the ceiling here?
Somewhere, right?
Can Betty get into the ceiling here?
I mean, yes, for the room itself, but it's not strong enough to support your weight.
But I mean, if I'm right next to the wall, but I'm saying, I'm right here by the wall, can I?
Wall goes to the top.
So I need to.
So no, I can't get to the server room from the ceiling.
That is correct. Okay. But there are also 6 closed doors.
Doors are dangerous. Betty keeps getting electrocuted on the other side of them.
Hey, Mooncakes, have you and Jazz came into the room yet?
No, he's saying he's covering us, and Jazz is sitting behind him.
Yeah.
Well, the white whale comes and sits down on one of the couches.
All right. Are there any signs on the doors?
Or next to the door?
Transform. Disable it grid. There we go. Disable grid snapping. And he comes in here. Sorry? What did you say?
Are there any signs on any of the doors or
Give
symbols?
me a perception check.
Or on the walls next to the doors, or a map?
Perception. Loading, loading, loading.
Doom, 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 doom. 15. A 15 will tell you there probably used to be signs on the walls next to all of these doors, so it's kind of weird that they aren't there. But looking through the debris and the rubble, you can still find a couple of them. There is a sign by this door to the northwest that says security. There is a sign by this door in the rubble that said researchers. Let's see. And there is a sign by this door that said this to the northeast, lab. You can't find a sign for the other three. Sorry, this one says geometric lab. Actually, you know what? No, I lied. I lied entirely. I have spoiled things. Do you have Japanese language by chance?
No.
If you don't have Japanese, no. Even if you did find signs, you couldn't read them.
Okay. No. Anybody else know Japanese?
I don't know.
You
Let me
find
look. I have a
signs, but
couple
they appear to
languages.
be written in Japanese.
I have Japanese.
Oh,
Are you really?
okay. Then you can read the three signs that he lifted up.
I'll walk into the security room.
All
Or the
right.
one marked security.
You open the door to the security room.
Careful, SpongeBob.
It appears to be a dormitory.
That's weird. Security room.
Now, when I say dormitory, I don't mean it's in good condition. I mean there are collapsed and shattered bunk beds, boxes, bullet holes, debris, trash. This place has been absolutely demolished. There has obviously been explosions that have gone on in here. This place is a mess.
I'm gonna do. Should I do a perception or a conceal reveal object?
Give me a standard perception check. I think if you're investigating the room, what are you looking for? Anything in particular?
Always an access point because it's at security, but also just seeing what the hell is actually in here.
Yeah. So as far as an access point goes, the only thing that you can find for an access point is in the lounge itself, which is probably the access point that controlled that electrical flooring.
Right.
And here there is no access point. It appears to be the security dormitory. Now with a 18, you haven't seen any dead bodies. There's not been any skeletons. There's not been any bodies. Nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this room has been absolutely devastated. There was a gunfight of people trapped in this room fighting people that were breaching the room. And the devastation in here shows you that pretty clearly.
But there's no bodies left.
Right. You haven't found any bodies yet.
Okay. Yet. I'll look back at everybody else and be like, bad things happen.
Now, if you remember, Major Stiles, Veronica Stiles, told you that her team had infiltrated this bunker and assaulted it, blasted their way into it. They snuck their way initially in, but then when they were disgusted. When they were detected, they fought their way through and cleared out the bunker of Arasaka ninjas. Her and her squad did so. And she lost some people in the fight itself. So this does match her description.
Because this was a little bit of time ago, right? It wasn't like a super recent thing.
Right. This was the fourth corporate war, which was, I think, 20 years prior. I think it was in the 2020s, and we are 2044 right now.
Right. Okay.
Is there any like dead body smell? Is it?
It's been 20 years.
I
Okay.
think it smells probably mold and mildew. Yeah.
Dust, debris, some chemical smells, wiring, burnt plastic.
Okay. And then you said that the one on the opposite side was lab.
This one said researchers, and this one said lab.
Okay, I will go down to the researcher's door next.
Okay.
Whatever door he's going to,
It is almost identical to the security room. Except this is the room where researchers bunked instead of security personnel.
Okay.
It shows much less sign of destruction and devastation. No explosions happened in here, but there are still a very uncomfortable pattern of bullets on the far wall. Very tight, a tightly packed set of bullets here. Well, this
One
is
can make an assumption that
tightly packed set of bullets here and here.
that all the doors are bunks except for the north and south door. One could make the assumption.
I'll go ahead and search the room in general for any goods that can be collected.
Roll me a perception once again. You search the room, but you don't really find anything else of note. There's no people here. Anything that's been here has either destroyed or been rotted away over time.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit the room name signed lab.
You're going to ignore the north and the south?
Jazzy wants to take a look inside of the security area just in case. She might find some bit of information that could help us.
Sure.
So she's going to go to awareness and roll perception.
Patty's just staring into the server room.
Jazz doesn't find anything that hasn't already been pointed out by Ghost Toad.
Okay. Just curious, as Jazzy would be.
As well she should be.
Yeah.
There is information to be had. There is a story here, a kind of an interesting story, a 20-year-old story, but there is kind of an interesting story here.
Yeah. She's taking pictures and, all that.
Thank you for noting that she is taking footage.
Yeah.
I'm sure she will appreciate it. That's actually kind of an important thing that I'm glad you stated. It's not something I was going to say to do, but I'm glad you stated it.
Okay, so the top left was security, bottom left is research,
Mm-hmm.
and the top right is geolab.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know what the bottom right is.
Or the top or the bottom.
Or the top or the bottom. But I meant as far as the ones that are most assuming are some sort of dormitories, which are the crisscrossy ones.
The top left and the bottom left were dormitories.
Yeah.
So when I open
Hey, Nat, moderator, would you go ahead and close that image so that the world can see the map? Thank you. There we go. Now they can see where we're at. And give it one quick unzoom, one step unzoom, please. I don't want to see the map.
AI rendered break room is much more interesting. Nobody asked you, Pone.
Just kidding. Please don't make it rain tentacles.
As Betty waves her jellyfish around. Look, tentacles!
Shift left click.
Shift left click on the map and it'll center it
Is
for
that
everybody. Yeah,
is that
it
how to
moved
do
it
it?
for me. Yeah, it moved it for me,
Yeah.
even though I had it.
I know how to do it now. Yay!
Stop!
I'm moving the moderator map around.
Well, you moved my map around.
There is a redeem for bad weather, and since there's not really weather down here inside of this bunker, what we can say is several of the lights flicker out, plunging the party into darkness, as well as the final air circulator, leading the air in here to get hot, humid, and stuffy. Sorry,
Whatever
hot, dry,
How does
and
that
stuffy.
the opposite of tentacles?
Tentacles rise from the ground?
Or, the cables just magically suck back into the ceiling.
Ooh, cables start falling from the ceiling, being disturbed by the party opening doors. Cables start falling from the ceiling.
Opposite
them
of
hot,
tentacles
like
falling from the sky.
Zaporizhia.
They go back up.
Nope, it has been declared the bad weather is most of the lights go out and cables start falling from the ceiling.
You don't know how to read because that says opposite.
Well, I have declared it. That's what happens.
The opposite of tentacles falls from the sky.
Yes,
Patty
cables
takes
are the
out her-
opposite
her
of tentacles.
umbrella and just holds it over her head.
Unless you have a better idea, cables are the opposite of tentacles.
I'm aware of that. But again, the opposite of fall is rise.
No, I heard opposite of tentacles.
Opposite of tentacles falling from the sky.
Right, but the opposite of which word is unclear. It could be the opposite of tentacles. The word itself is unclear. This is why commas are important.
There was not a necessary comma there.
The opposite of tentacles fall from the sky.
If you take it in context with the direct, immediate conversation that was had, which was tentacles falling from the sky.
No, read the sentence. Whatever is the opposite of tentacles falls from the sky. I'm just saying, whatever is the opposite of tentacles falls from the sky.
You know what? I will take darkness and cables raining down on me more than I would like acid falling down on our heads. So.
And the
I'm
opposite
giving ideas.
is cables.
And again, Patty's just sitting on the table with her poo-brella.
Hey, Wicked Weasel, good to have you. So now what's the part? The lights in here begin flickering out, plunging the party into more darkness. And this strobe light is kind of messing with some of your brains.
I'm just waiting on this door to open.
Which door?
To the lab.
To the geolab here, this door?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let me scroll it up here. You open the door to another octagonal room of the same size, but this time you find a devastated mess. Lab equipment, beakers, the remains of computers, and other detritus fills the room. A rusty smell like old chemicals and blood filter through your masks. And let me get a reveal area here. Let's see. Click. 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 There we go. Another big octagonal room. And this, as I described, has a bunch of junk and detritus, computers, lab equipment. Smells funky.
Patty's going to walk over toward the open doorway with her poo-brella and chuck in the jellyfish ceiling tile. Right inside the door.
You toss the jellyfish ceiling tile just inside the door.
Yeah, like ish in that general vicinity, yeah.
It doesn't get electrified. It bounces off of a knocked over table and does not get electrified.
All right. Meatcakes is going to move to the edge of the doorway, not inside, but right to the edge where he can cover the room if anybody wants to go in and search for booby traps, because that's all we've seemed to run into here lately. Now he's getting paranoid.
Which is exactly what the DM wants.
It is exactly what the DM wants.
Oh, she just walked in. Again.
Let me ask you, what are you wearing right now? For no particular reason at all.
My armored coat, rubber boots, and an umbrella.
Nothing else?
I mean, clothes and a smog mask.
Okay, just making certain that you said smog mask because a red fog disperses out from the
umbrella and just
ventilation.
like flaps it away from the doorway.
Shafts. Surrounding you, a small, high-pitched buzz
Oh,
emanates
man, that's
from
great.
this red
Hello, my
fog
old friends.
storm cloud.
My old enemies. She's just fanning them away with her umbrella. Like she's just like.
They appear to be targeting your filtered smog mask, however, unable to penetrate your filtered smog mask.
Can I?
And they continue to swarm around you.
I mean, I'm gonna go. Can I just like start like if I just move enough to like keep them disturbed from like not touching me?
The fog cloud continues to follow you as you move around.
But as I move around, is it dispersing it enough to keep it from actively attacking me?
Oh, it is actively fog swarming around you. Like I know you're moving around, but no, you're not taking damage.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying does my movement displace them enough to keep them from off the mask?
It does
They
not.
are just like latched on.
Like most of the room has a red fog cloud with a high-pitched whine.
Okay, can I walk over
So
to this door?
I can hear this.
Close this door real quick, and then shoot off an incendiary grenade in the middle of the room.
You have that option.
Betty fries herself for the greater good.
But what I'm saying is, if I exit the room, they're going to follow me.
I don't know.
Chance,
Okay,
can I hear this whine and see it?
See me being swarmed,
Yes.
right?
Sorry. I was Sooth. Yes. What did you say, Evany?
I said they can see me being swarmed. Correct?
Yes.
So if I tell them to back up, I'm assuming is looking for an access point over here or something.
No. He said he was asking if he can see you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come over here to the doorway. And I'm gonna take an experiment because they're not going through the doorway right now. They're just me.
They are surrounding you.
So I'm gonna tell them to back up. So they're not like right next to me.
You clipped it already. Nice, Pone.
And I'm going to take a quick step through this door if they have moved away from the door.
Ghost and Meatcakes have not moved away from the door.
I know, because they're not moving away from the doors and crap. I mean, it's up to them. You know what? Screw it. It's their own fault. They haven't moved. I've said it 4 times. I stepped through the doorway to see if the nanites follow or not.
Once you leave the room, the nanites retreat back into the ventilation.
Cool. Okay, now I have to watch this clip because, quite frankly, so we know the nanites don't follow.
It's always sexy when the DM asks me what I'm wearing. All right, so party. You watched her walk into the room and a red fog swarm begin to surround her, but she did not seem to take any negative effects from it.
But she said back up. I will listen to Batty.
Yeah,
So-
we got
Well,
back.
it's too
your
late. I
token
already
up then.
stepped out and they dispersed, and then they didn't follow, so I didn't move.
Move your token. If you
It's
backed
fine.
up, move your token.
No. If he didn't back up, that's fine. I stepped out. So, I mean, if he got infested, that's on him.
All right. Looking through the doorway, it's like that scene out of Pitch Black. How's it look? Looks clear.
I want to try something. I'm gonna take my mask because they didn't follow. They retreated into the room. I'm gonna take my mask. I'm just gonna stick my arm with my mask in my hand into the room.
Nothing.
I'm just gonna stick my arm into the room without anything on it and like wave it around.
Nothing.
Can I stick my foot through and put pressure on the floor while waving the mask around?
Nothing.
Can you do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around?
That's what it's all about.
That's kind of what I just did, but there was nothing. Can I
She
leave my
puts her
head
left
in?
arm in.
Put
She
my
puts her
mask
left
back
arm
on.
out. She puts her left arm in and she shakes it all about.
With my mask back on. Can I stick my head in and look left or right, see if I see anything?
Nothing.
And
I mean,
they don't
you
attack
didn't already
again?
see.
And they don't attack again?
Nope.
There does seem to be another door in that room
There does. To the right.
or something.
I'm going to take one step in.
As you take one step in, you hear the high-pitched swarm
And I back out.
as they retreat back up into the ventilation shafts.
Can I tell which direction the ventilation shafts are coming from?
All of them.
All left, right, front, back, all
Doesn't
that.
matter. They're coming from all of them.
But it's just in that one room.
That is correct. And if you guys weren't wearing smog masks, and it's called the automated blood swarm, is what it's called. They would be very, very uncomfortable for you.
That's terrifying.
I'm looking around for a vacuum cleaner. Suck these suckers up.
You find no vacuum cleaner operational in either the security or the researcher dormitories.
I'm gonna walk into the room. As they swarm me, I'm gonna try to open the other door.
You are wearing the smog mask still?
I am always wearing the smog mask.
Okay, so move your token to that other door. As you open the door, you see what appears to be the server room that you saw through the window. I will get some reveals here. I'm only going to reveal up to a point.
Is it just because it's too dark in there? So they are swarming him now?
Yeah. As soon as he stepped into the room, they began to swarm him.
And if I step in,
they begin to swarm the both of you.
like, do they split off from him, or are there more come from the
More of them.
More of them.
Jess, that is a very fractaled picture. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but that's as much as you can kind of tell. You know what? I'll even give you this. Let's do that.
Well, because if we're sitting here at this window, you can see straight through.
It's very dark in there.
I have UV friggin' infrared eyes.
You do see some heat, but most of those servers do not appear to be running. They are
We
not
also
generating
have low
heat.
light vision.
It's dark.
Reduces penalties imposed by darkness and other intangible obscurement like smoke, fog, etc.
When you get into the room, I will reveal the room.
Fine.
I'm stepping in.
Steps right here.
So just to be clear, you're ignoring the other 3 doors in that first room, yes?
I mean, we're into the server room, so yeah. For now, I guess.
Meatcakes and Jazz, are you following?
I'm gonna come over here. Actually, I'm gonna peek my head through this door. I don't go in. I just.
Nanites give me the skivvies, so no. I'm going to. I'm going to go try this bottom door down here.
Like the one that I'm peeking my head through? Oh, the bottom door.
Bottom door.
The lower door also seems to lead to a laboratory. This one is slightly different, but no less destroyed and full of detritus.
Do I see anything
Okay.
obvious?
And
Or not.
Meatcakes goes to the southern door and opens it up, where he
Yes.
finds the dining hall. A kitchen / dining hall, a couple of massacred vending machines, a long table with some benches, some sinks, a fridge with both of the fridge doors and the freezer doors blasted off and missing.
Batty's
And
gonna
rolled over
yell
and trampled by white whale as
at
he
their rocker boy and go, "Let's go, Dick. They found the
Sitting
kitchen."
on the table.
What's on the table?
Sitting on the table in this direct middle of the long table is a small case, a small black and red leather case.
Okay.
A couple of feet, maybe 2 feet wide by 2 feet deep, 6 inches tall, a black and red leather case sitting on the center of the table.
Okay. I yell out, "Hey guys," or I send a message over our phones. hey guys, I think I might have found something, but I need somebody to come in here and clear the room of
But it just goes
any
boop.
booby traps. Yeah. I'm not going to get booby trapped myself. That's not going to work.
She's gonna climb up on the table. and
Taking enough bullets for you
walk
people.
along the table. She's going to investigate.
Okay, roll perception.
Patty is literally crazy.
She don't give up. Is this a perception or a conceal reveal type scenario?
Perception.
Here? Okay.
Jazzy's right there taking camera pictures of this crazy lady
21.
jumping onto the table.
A 21, Jeebus. Okay. Well, one thing's for sure. You're pretty certain there are no traps in here. There's no traps on the floor. There's no cameras. This place, if there were traps, they are long gone. Actually,
there's just box on the table.
it kind of just appears like nobody has been in this room for 20 years, except for this case on the table. And as you touch the case, because you're pretty certain it's not trapped, a slight warmth emanates.
Fling the door. Open the case.
Oh, Lord.
There is a little doorway on the front of the case, like a little latch and a doorway on the front of the case. And inside is one perfectly preserved deep dish supreme pizza.
It's
Now
trapped. You guys better run. It's filled with 9 nights meat cakes.
You're gonna have to fight White Whale for that one. I'm not playing with that. I'm not
I
getting
will shoot White Whale in the face.
Right now, White Whale is still lounging on the couch.
If he finds out there's pizza though.
No, all he possibly heard was me yelling, "It's trapped! Get out of here! It's full of nanites."
Smells like pizza to me.
They're pepperoni nanites. They're mini pepperoni.
Nanites.
Roni nights.
They're noni nights.
Pepanites.
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 Roni nights sounded better.
But are they spicy?
They were with the hot honey about to drizzle on them.
So you're the only person so far that has seen what is in the case, but Troubleshooter and Jazz are watching very carefully. What's in the box? What's in the box?
I yelled, "It's trapped!" And I'm squatted down in front of it. I have my long, duster. It's completely covering the table. And my umbrella is like bounced on my shoulder right here as I'm like messing with this guy. I have completely obscured the table in front of me as I'm just like shoving pizza in my face.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's totally a mimic.
All right, well, you're poisoned. Moving on.
So, Evney, what do you do?
She's gonna eat that pizza and to be like, "Hey, it was trapped. I disarmed it. See, look, it's empty now."
So you begin to scarf on the pizza.
Oh God, yeah, I already said that.
Meat cakes and Jazz. She goes, "It's trapped! It's trapped!" And then you start hearing scarfing noises. And you see Evney bent over it like an angry crab going.
No, because I got my umbrella is blocking my upper half and my duster is covering my bottom half. I am completely obscured from the back.
You're not even concerned about
No,
that being. Nope. Wow, it was nice knowing you. Poor Evney. She's either giving a great meal or a great
as she polishes off the pizza, she goes, "Look, I disarmed it. It's empty."
You eat the entire large pizza.
Yes.
Okay, so Batty starts making weird crab-like the movements.
That's fine. Pretty sure I can do a resist drugs and
I chalk it off to Batty being Batty.
And if you guys don't do anything for the next 10 minutes, she is there eating for 10 minutes.
Okay. We're moving on to the next.
I'm searching the server room.
I'm going to move to the next door. To
I find it.
Which I think is.
I agree, Pound.
And
I also find it slightly offensive that he thinks it's going to take me 10 minutes to eat this pizza.
And I'm searching for traps because it's been proven that that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Troubleshooter, what are you doing? Sorry, not Troubleshooter. Meat Cakes, what are you doing?
Meatcakes is going to the next door. Jazzy is actually going to stay because she's a little bit worried about Evney. So she's going to stay and watch Evney, make sure that nothing happens to her. And Meatcakes is going to move to the next door and try the handle, I guess.
Well, the door was already opened. You see that it is another lab.
All right.
And White Whale starts sniffing the air.
And then Batty's gonna call Jazzy in, tell her to shut the door, and make some excuse about nanites. Don't let them escape and shut the door.
Unfortunately, the White Whale only rolled a 12, and the difficulty value was 13.
So, all right. Jazzy bites, literally, and comes into the room.
She closed the door behind her, right? Because we can't let the nanites escape.
There is a door. Then she turns to Batty and goes, What are you talking about? She goes, pizza!
And Jazzy goes, if this place hasn't seen anybody for 20 years, how can there be pizza?
Yeah.
It's synth pizza. It's not real. It's going to be preserved till the day we all freaking combust in the sun. I don't know.
Well, so there was 8 slices to this large pizza.
There's like 2 left, maybe.
You said you ate all 8.
Well, I said I was eating. You said it was going to take 10 minutes, which I thought was slightly offensive.
Okay, well, let me rephrase this. Is your intent to eat the entirety of the pizza?
Unless I have to share to get it eaten faster before the White Whale finds it, then yes.
Okay. Jazz comes in, and I don't think Jazz is going to be interested in eating a pizza that's been sitting here for 20 years.
That's fine.
All right.
Jazz is not interested in that. She does take a look at the case, though. Maybe there's something about it.
I would say roll a perception, but she got a 21, so there's not going to be anything that she didn't already find.
Gotcha.
So Ghost Toad, you step into the server room, and you begin to look around, and the first thing that you realize is the rest of the party has abandoned you and left you and gone back to the room, and you hear something about, it's dangerous, there's nanites, and then a door closing.
Yep.
Now you're standing just inside the doorway to this server room.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I did specify that because there have been traps, I am looking for traps.
Roll me a perception check. A 15. That is good enough for you notice that there is an access point. There we go. You notice that there is an access point, but you don't see much else. I am going to reveal roughly, let's go with to here. We'll reveal roughly that much as you're kind of looking through. Most of the party is familiar with the incessant drone of a server room, the not-so-quiet background noise that seeps into the bones of your skull and becomes a never-ceasing companion and hum. Well, that is not this room. A few clicks and hums show that at least some of these devices still have power, but the quiet in this room is tangible and pressing upon you. Many of the server racks show more than just the degradations of time. Axes and hammers seem to have been used here on them. A handful of skeletons, decades old and partially covered in dust, are piled in the corner underneath the window to the lounge room, showing that someone or something has been here.
I'm going to walk over to the skeletons. You said they were by the window?
Yeah. Let me give me just a second to see if I can find this thing. Come on, do a search. Pull it up for me now already. Let's go, Roll20. Let me add things. I don't want those. I don't want those. Yeah, none of these are any good. Okay. Nothing here is any good, so I'm just going to take the least of the bad. And yes, this really is the least of the bad. Why are they not? Bring the front.
Flashed on there for a second.
Yeah, that's weird. Token? They're not showing up at all.
Oh.
That's weird. What if I search for corpse? Skeleton didn't bring anything. Let's see if I can find corpse.
I don't know that or body.
Body? And if this doesn't find anything, I'm just going to draw a bunch of X's.
There you go. That's usually how you denote corpses.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. That's not being helpful. Draw, freehand. Oh, I wanted red and black. And I know you were standing there looking, you just didn't notice these. It was dark. So, deal with it.
Low light vision.
Deal with it!
Okay, I'll deal with it.
Build your character. Pay attention to it. Make sure you do this. That doesn't matter.
Fine. They're not there. They are up here, out of sight.
You left a few
The body parts just strewn across the
Oh,
floor on the way
yeah.
to the wall over there.
They're up here, out of sight,
Okay.
underneath the access point.
You left a leg down there by the window.
I'll search through them just to see if there's anything to find.
Perception check, please.
Oh, goodness.
An 11. What you can tell is these corpses have been here for a long time. Well, let me rephrase that. These corpses are old. I mean, they are not fresh corpses.
Okay, so there's nothing in their pockets, no identifiers.
I mean, so the difficulty value was 15 to find something of note.
Okay. In that case, I guess I'll go ahead and hit the access point.
Okay, let's see.
Betty's she's finished. She picks up the box and shakes it like there's no more.
Chance, take a look at the chat.
Redeem encounter.
Oh.
Well, so actually that kind of works out. James.
Technically, it was not an actual redeem.
It looks like a redeem to me.
Item not found.
Oh, it wasn't a real redeem. Never mind then. All right, so you hop into the net architecture. It is a password at level 1. There's the redeem. Unfortunately, since there is not magic, I can't have the corpses come back, but I can do something similar.
Do not have the blood swarm go in there and get them and reanimate them.
I have a better idea.
Oh, I'm already dead.
And so Sooth is up here all by himself because everybody is still hanging back, but closed doors between him and everyone
Read
else.
between the lines,
And I made certain to
Tone.
clarify to
Read
ask him,
between the
even though
lines.
he heard people behind him and doors closed, he continued all by himself, knowing how dangerous it is in here. You start to connect to the access point.
Yep.
As soon as you connect to the access point,
Yep.
you hear a whir and a hum. A high-pitched fan noise. Multiple fans. And then you hear a heavy stomp, 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 metallic thudding from the far end of the server room. As lights begin to come on, flickering red, dark lights, neon lights coming through this room. And I'll go ahead and reveal the rest of the room because I can now. For those of you that have low light vision, maybe you even saw this from the beginning. That's the best stare you've ever given. As sitting on top of some of these server racks, some drones begin to lift off. You don't know what that thudding is, though. And coming from out of the ceiling in the far corner, you remember that assault rifle turret that did so much damage to everybody? Another one comes down from the ceiling, and you're pretty sure a second one come down that you just can't see. I guess you can kind of see over the server racks as another one appears in the far corner. The red lights turn on. The lasers begin to cycle and search for you.
It's a fucking rave, man.
And then the thumping sound becomes clear as a large, four-legged, industrial robot with guns steps around the corner.
It's just sci-fi Resident Evil at this point.
Yeah, it is. I told you guys it was going to be that from the beginning.
You said dungeon crawl. Big difference.
Now, the good news is that Pizza Redeem is healing. Each slice heals you for 1d6 hit points. So, Ebony, go ahead and roll me 8d6.
For why?
For eating slices of that magic pizza.
4d6.
8d6.
Slash roll.
Good thing nobody else wanted any of that pizza to heal. Because somebody snarfed it all. You heal for 34. I think you're only down 5, so 29 of that 34 is wasted.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
You gave me 8.
And, yep, always eat magic pizza.
Yeah.
And, Ghost Toad. Things don't look good for you right at this particular moment as a bunch of drones, turrets, and robot begin stumping out at you.
This is Magic Pizza. Betty's going to grab the box and use it like a shield as she walks over towards this room again.
Can I hear
still eating.
any of this actually happening?
Oh, yeah. No, you heard all of this activate. You saw the lights turn on. You see the red beams of doom. You see all of this.
I jack out.
Yeah, you do. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call the cliffhanger because it has now been 2 hours. We're just a few minutes shy of 8 o'clock. And in 2 weeks, when we return, I'm going to do my best to kill Ghost Toad before the rest of the party arrives. Well, let me phrase that. Before the rest of the party that isn't spending the next 10 minutes eating pizza arrives. I'm going to do my best to kill Ghost Toad because he decided to go all by himself ahead. Even though I asked, are you sure? You want to do this all by yourself? He was all by himself. However, between now and 2 weeks from now, we do have a lot of other shows going on. So let me pull up the weekly schedule. Let's see. Today is Cyberpunk. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 4/22 at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Curse of Strahd, episode 12. It's Always Sunny in Barovia. What happens when the fates declare that a region cursed to exist in perpetual dusk from the haze of a deadly fog suddenly become beset by sunlight? Well, I haven't the foggiest. Get it? Well, all I know is that the DM has his work cut out for him in the 12th installment of Curse of Strahd. It's Always Sunny in Barovia. And after that, Architects of Dark with Pwn Donkeys playing Final Fantasy VII, open parentheses, 8, close parentheses. Thursday, 4/23 at 8 p.m. Eastern, The Last Dirge of Arnor, Episode 4, Blood and Water. Haunted by dreams of an ancient elven battle during their survey of Minheriath, the company arrives at the ruined watchtower of Dol Ninden, where the discovery of 2 orc-blooded children hiding from the mercenary patrols of the Silver Spears raises questions that may lead somewhere far worse. With Harlan still reeling from his visions and the rest of the party searching for answers, the truth behind both may be more frightening than anyone is prepared to face. And with that, guys, can we get a raid, or are we doing Architects After Dark tonight? Nope. Let's get a raid going on. I don't see an architect. Nobody's told me anything yet. So here we go. Nat, if you're around, there's the raid. We're gonna raid Pyro Pixie. Hey guys, go help each other out, support each other, be kind to each other, give respect to each other. It's a time of need right now, a need for compassion and care and respect. So get out there, take care of each other, go show the people how awesome we Architects of Fate are. And most importantly, Will Wheaton's first law, don't be a dick. And with that, guys, we love you. Good night.